Hello, everyone. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Hello, everyone. My name is Meg from Maison Jupiter and Beyond Mystic. And welcome to another edition of the Beyond Astro Weekly Forecast here on the Beyond Mystic 3 YouTube channel. I'm having a little bit of a raspy voice this morning, so please forgive me. I'm going to try my best to speak and spend time with you all and share the astrology. I'm just going to have a quick sip of my drink. Just one moment. Okay, sorry about that, guys. How is everyone doing out there? I hope you're doing well. We're just coming out of the heels of this full moon that we just had on Monday, November 27th. We're still in the influence of it as I'm filming this video on November 29th. So I hope you're all doing well. Let me know in the live chat or the comments below how everyone is feeling, because this was a very intense full moon that we had, as we're going to talk about a little bit today. And I want to say as well, happy almost December. We're getting into December. I believe Friday is December 1st. So, oh my gosh, last Gregorian month of this Gregorian year. Time feels like it's flying. So yeah, happy holidays to everyone out there that may be starting to celebrate some holidays. And before we get into the astrology, just want to share with you guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Jean-Claude Beyond Mystic 3 YouTube channel. It really helps us when you like, comment, share if you feel to, and of course, make sure you're subscribed to keep up to date with all our magical content out there. And also want to mention as well that I'm offering personal astrology consultations that are available at maisonjupiter.com. And we've got discount code Beyond Mystic that you can use to get 10% off your next reading. And yeah, at the moment, I think I'm fully booked for December and January. So starting to book into February, late winter at the moment. So if you'd like to look at your year ahead, that can still be done in a year ahead consultation any month of the year. It's where I literally just look at your whole year ahead. Doesn't have to just be the Gregorian year. And I also offer birth chart consultations as well. So, okay. I'm feeling a little bit funny this week. I don't know about you guys, but the day of that full moon, Monday, and the day before the full moon, I was feeling really, really sensitive, kind of off, down, sad, just, and I'm a Scorpio, so I get intense like that when I get some moods. And I shared that this week, how I was feeling on my social media, and a lot of you were responding that you were feeling the same way, really intense energies, sensitive, even down and like depressive a little bit. And some of you weren't feeling that. So if you aren't, I'm very happy for you. That's amazing. I don't want anyone to feel that this week. I want to preface this Beyond Astro by saying this is a major week of upgrades that are happening through the value of wisdom being learned through challenging situations. So if you are feeling challenged emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, in whatever way in life, even more so than usual this week, and maybe you were also feeling it last week, because I know some of you feel the energy is actually a week before, which is really interesting. This is totally normal. Okay. You are not going crazy, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. This week that we've got, November 29th to December 5th, I believe, that I'm filming this video cast for, is challenging. This is a challenging week energetically, and I'm going to explain a lot of the main reasons why. And I just want to highlight also that when we get into next week of December 6th and beyond, the energies I think are going to be getting lighter. Even though we are going to have a Mercury retrograde starting on December 13th, the Mercury retrograde even though it's going to be happening in its fall sign of Sagittarius, I don't think is intense as some of the things that we've got going on this week that I'm going to talk about. We're going to have a beautiful new moon in Sagittarius, December 12th. But yeah, this week is funky. So we just came off of this full moon in Gemini that was exact on Monday, November 27th, as I mentioned earlier. And this moon was in Gemini, which is usually one of the lighter signs to have a moon lunation in. But there was a T square towards the moon with Mars and Saturn. We had a Mercury square Neptune. We had a bunch of funky things, and we're being, I really feel like, initiated into deeper and more meaningful relationships with others and with ourselves as well. And the full moon really started that. And now we get into this week with Mercury entering pre-shadow, Venus conjunct the South Node, exact November 29th. Neptune is about to station direct. Neptune is getting ready to move out of retrograde and go direct, which is when we can feel a planet's energy the strongest. Mars square Saturn, Venus square Pluto. This is a week of a test, okay? So there's so much to say with this. I don't even know where to start. We're being tested on our illusions. I think within any area of life in general, I want to be clear with that, but specifically with relationships with others and our relationship, I'm hearing Spirit say sovereignty and truth within ourselves, okay? And before I share the chart, I want to just share, and I saw this yesterday. So not only are we having really intense transits this week astrologically, but check this out, you guys. I saw this last night. And again, we got a lot of Neptunian fog, a lot of Saturn in Pisces at critical degrees, Neptune in Pisces at a Pisces degree, 24 degrees, Neptune getting ready to station direct. We're feeling the Neptune energy very strong. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if this is really real or not, this article that I'm sharing right now, but it's interesting. I'm observing it. I'm not absorbing it. Let's see if it resonates. Because there's just so many lies going on. Supposedly, according to space.com, okay, we're having one of the most intense sunspots that have ever been recorded in history. And there's a possible solar storm incoming within the next week, where it could be so intense that there could be solar flares, right? It could trigger, see this, strong geometric storms, which could cause radio blackouts and spark vibrant aurora displays. So I'm not sharing this to be fear-based, just sharing this because when we've got intense solar activity, we're going through upgrades. Our DNA is being activated. And it is a time where we're stepping even more into our higher consciousness, being in alignment with our higher self, and our stuff that we are holding on to that may not be in alignment is definitely coming up when we've got a lot of solar activity, solar flares. So even just that, you guys, and if this, I don't know if it's NASA, I don't know who it is saying, I saw it somewhere in this article that this could be the most intense solar flares that we've had in a decade, supposedly. If that's true, that's a really big deal. Here it says, and experts are warning that there could be many more of these flares in the next few weeks, as well as potentially X-class flares, the strongest type of solar flares. So let's just, don't want to tell any of you guys what to do, but I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this. So we're getting activated with this solar activity. And yeah, here's the chart for December 1st, okay? First of all, Mercury has entered pre-shadow. So what does that mean? Mercury entering pre-shadow is when Mercury is starting to do his little loop pattern that he does. Hope you guys can see my mouse moving. He's starting to get close. He's going towards the place he's going to retrograde station on December 13th. And then this whole red part of the line is showing the actual retrograde. What is going on? Mercury going retrograde. And then over here, he's going to go back direct. So we're getting into the energy of a little retrograde season, which we won't be, again, in the total Mercury retrograde exact until December 13th. So this is where the things that Mercury rules, which is a lot of things in life, our mind, and Mercury's in Sagittarius, our beliefs, our ability to take in information and compute it and make sense of it, our common sense, can be feeling a little bit funky. At the same time as we're having Neptune, oops, sorry, you guys. Where's Neptune? Here is getting ready in a few days to station direct and go direct, but we're really feeling Neptune strong right before he stations in Pisces at a Pisces degree. This is all, and I'm going to keep saying this, you guys, this is all about our illusions. Pisces, Neptune rules illusions. I'm hearing Spirit say, where are you feeding illusions in your life? Be honest with yourself. Is there something that you're addicted to? Is there some weird compulsion that you have? Do you know that you're in an unhealthy relationship? Do you know that you're not actually in love with the person you're in a relationship with? Do you know, and I'm just starting to channel this right now, do you not like your job? Do you not like your friends? Like, what is the truth, Sagittarius, truth about your life at the moment? So I think, yes, this is going to be a challenging week where we're being initiated into facing our illusions. We're being initiated into our next level of being our greatest versions, our highest versions. But first, we need to face any illusions that are being played out. These two guys, Saturn has just entered this week 1 degrees. Yay, he's out of 0 degrees, a critical degree. But 1 degrees is even considered in degree theory to be critical as well. So Saturn in Pisces is very, very strong. Neptune in Pisces, very, very strong. We're really feeling the Pisces influence this week. And Saturn, Granddaddy Saturn, as I like to call him, is the ruler of karma and reality checks and responsibility, structures, the value of hard lessons to gain the wisdom. Saturn doesn't give anything for free, right? And this is going through reality checks right now, big time, at a critical degree of Pisces. Our illusions. And I know I keep saying illusions, but it's just so strong, you guys. So one way to work with this energy is to be really honest with yourself this week. I'm hearing Spirit say, if there's any red flags in any area of life, or particularly the ones that you're noticing with yourself and with others, where you need to maybe pay attention to those things, Saturn. Because I'm hearing Spirit say, what we resist persists, and it may seem easier to stay in a toxic situation. It may seem easier to stay somewhere where maybe we're not happy with it, whatever area of life, but it's comfortable because we're used to it. It's actually going to be easier. Trust me, it's actually going to be easier if you just stop the pattern and you get out of that situation. And again, this can be really in any area of our life, because I think this energy is so strong. If you are in some kind of pattern that you're like, Meg, I've been trying to, not drink as much. I've been trying to get out of this relationship. I've been trying to not be so anxious. And if you're not able to work that out with yourself, which is normal, we can't do everything on ourselves. I would highly advise go see professionals. Okay. Go see, this is a good week to talk to a therapist, whether that's a traditional psychotherapist, spiritual psychotherapist, to do any therapeutic practice where you are actually grounded into reality and receiving really good feedback from someone that you're working with, and that is reflecting to you the truth from their perspective about maybe certain situations that you're in. Now, what I'm talking about is going to be definitely more intense and felt for the Pisces. Okay. And I feel like the other mutable signs as well in astrology. So, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces, with that Saturn square Mars, tests, reality check tests around our self, Mars, and our own sovereignty. So the mutable signs may be feeling more of what I'm talking about, whether that's your sun, moon, rising of Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, or Pisces, but really any of the signs could be feeling it because it's the collective of what we're going through. Okay. So I can't say this enough. Be honest with yourself about any illusions, even funny feelings that you're having, whether that's about other people or just decisions that you should be making. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your feelings, because that's where our truth comes from. Our highest truths actually come from ourself, right? So, yeah, it's definitely, it is intense aspects for the week. So let me know what you guys think about what I'm sharing so far in the comments. We could also be seeing on the collective level, some sort of big protest happening somewhere, or multiple big protests over the next week, with Saturn in Pisces square Mars, Mars is very much about our inner power, our individual selves, in square to Saturn, which is the structures, the governments, right? So there's going to be some tensions going on there. And it's interesting because we're seeing a pattern in the past couple of weeks of some countries around the world, if I'm remembering correctly, Argentina, Netherlands, New Zealand, maybe there's other ones, where they've got these new leaders, right? That they're being called far right. And these guys seem like they're saying the right things, but Saturn in Pisces square Mars with Neptune in Pisces at a Pisces degree, about to station direct, I would not take anything at face value. I would say we need to see the actions, Mars, before we make any real judgment calls on any of these new people coming out. And that's just my opinion, my belief, which is Sagittarius. So take that as you feel. That's just how I'm reading the astrology. Yeah, and then also with the Venus square Pluto, which is going to be exact on December 3rd, so Sunday, this is intensity in our committed relationships, in love, work, and with clients. Venus square Pluto. So if you're feeling on that day, or even this week around that day, just an intense energy in your committed relationships, it's normal. There's a test going on. There's an initiation going on, and do your best to see clearly what is going on around you and within yourself, and make the Saturn reality check decisions based off of your findings. Okay. it's a really good week, I might have said this already, to continually be checking in on yourself, reflecting, meditating, journaling on what's coming up for you, and trying to make sense of that with yourself. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I talk out loud or write things down, I can start to have realizations better than if I'm just thinking about it on the inside of my head. Right? So, okay. Going to pull some cards, but before I do, want to share, and I'm so happy that this is happening today. When I'm filming this video, there's going to be a Gemini full moon singing bowl meditation with Elena and Janine, these magical ladies. And that's going to be available over at beyondmystic.academy. And it's going to be live online November 29th, 3 p.m. Eastern. And the theme is forgiving and communicating with love. So this is an amazing way to work with this full moon, to work with the energies of this week. Highly recommend checking this out, you guys. I think meditation is an amazing thing for us to be doing this week. And if you're not able to catch it live, you can also catch the replay that you can watch at any time. Okay. All right. Let's pull some cards. And I don't know if you guys are feeling it. Let me know if you're feeling it, but the energy feels, to me, heavy. And like there's something for all of us personally and collectively that we need to be honest with ourselves about. That's just what it's feeling like for me. So I'm going to pull, going to pull some cards as well. And I wanted to say as well, I know a lot of us are tired. We're tired because we've been seeing through a lot of the illusions that have been going on for a long time, some of us. And a lot of us, particularly the last 3 years, have been really, really intense. The cards are saying, don't worry, because the energy is going to lighten up soon when we get more into this week. We just got to get through this week. This is like in my Lenormand cards, the most positive card, Sun. So this is making me feel like there's positive things on the horizon. If it is sunny outside where you guys are, where I am in Belgium, there's like no sun the whole past month. But if you're somewhere where there's sun, go out and sit in the sun. I'm hearing spirits say, maybe do some sun gazing in the early hours of the sunrise or the sunset. Working with the sun can help us with the energies of this week for sure. And interesting, we've got trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. I love this card. So time is not running out, and we are entering very, very beautiful energies. I think particularly when we get into middle of December, end of December, beginning of next year. So know that it's not going to be heavy always. And trust the wave you came in on. We chose, I believe, this is one of my Sagittarius MEG beliefs. I believe that we chose to be alive at this time, and that it's a huge blessing and a gift to be alive at this time. And we're literally leaving a great age of Pisces. We're entering, age of Pisces has been a lot about illusions and lies and deception. And we're stepping out of that. And I'm hearing Spirit say a lot of us thought our lives were going to have a completely different story. And what an adventure, what fun it is to continue to trust and to go with the flow and not really know all the answers, right? To be in that great mystery. And I feel like that's another thing for this week is, and I've been saying this the past couple of weeks, observing and not absorbing. And especially with Mercury going to go retrograde in Sagittarius, which is its fall position. There can be, beliefs that we have that are not really accurate, even that are going to be revealed. So trust that it's fun to not know everything. It's fun to be in the mystery. It can be fun during these times. I know it can be challenging, and I know for some of us it's more challenging than others based on certain individual situations, but we can make it fun. We got the inner child card in my starseed deck, the golden children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So because it's honestly such a challenging week energetically and heavy, what can we do that's fun? Doesn't mean we can't have fun, doesn't mean we can't be playful. So how can we ourselves bring in a playful, light energy when it might not be naturally there around us? How can we bring it in ourselves? Music, going out and playing. I don't know why I'm seeing mini golf or doing those funny little like activities that you can randomly go do in your community or town. Doing something fun to get through the week. So I hope what I'm saying is resonating with you guys. Let me know how you're feeling about it. And before I finish up, I want to mention too, that again, my personal astrology consultations are available at maisonjupiter.com. And we've also got, Julie worked very hard to put these gift cards available. You can gift a reading with myself, Sophie, or Silrita. Those are available at maisonjupiter.com for the holiday seasons. Very nice gift to give someone. And we've got those gift cards available on for the consultations and also for the beyondmystic.academy and courses. And speaking of courses, we have still got our astrology foundations course happening, Julie and I, that we've been doing. And this Friday, we're going to do the live class on Libra. So all the Libra archetype energies and planetary positions in Libra. And this is something that we do. There's a lot of pre-recorded classes in the course. Excuse me. So if you purchase the course, you're going to get a lot of intro pre-recorded classes, and then the live classes are all the classes we do through each of the signs. And we do those at Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern, those live classes. But even if you're not available to attend live, it's available for replay for you till the end of time. So we're having so much fun doing that. And thank you so much to everyone that is registered and taking part of the Astrology Foundations course. Okay, so it is a funky week, and I'm sending so much love out to all of you. Let's do some spending time in nature. Let's do fun things. Let's do self-reflection and be honest with ourselves to work with the energy of this week. I hope you enjoyed today's Beyond Astro. I'm excited to get into next week to talk about some of the really nice things coming up ahead. And in the meantime, I'm sending so much cosmic love your way.